FAO, the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, is an agency that leads international efforts to defeat hunger. FAO is also a source of knowledge and information and helps developing countries to improve agriculture, forestry and fisheries practices, trying to achieve food security for everyone. In this context, in 1974, FAO set up an initiative called Agris to make information on agriculture research globally available. In its long history, the Agris database grew up continuously, and currently it contains 7.7 million bibliographic references in agriculture, coming from about 150 data providers from 65 different countries. So Agris is also a partnership of many national centers and institutions that cooperate to grow up the database. The website is used by people to access this important database of scientific researches, GRI literature such as theses, and also journal articles. Google Analytics says that the website receives 350,000 visits per month, and it is worldwide used, mainly by researchers in agriculture, PhD students, and others with interest in the Agris domain. Agris metadata records are enhanced by the AgroVoc Thesaurus, which is the 30-year-old FAO multilingual vocabulary containing more than 40,000 concepts in 22 languages and published as linked open data. In December 2013, we published Agris 2.0, which relies on AgroVoc and linked open data technologies to show to the users not only research papers contained in the Agris database, but also other important information available on the web. In the video, you can see now the home page of the Agris website. Let's see an example of the usage of the website. We want to search for information about maize. In this view, where you can see some results of your query, we can add some filters. For example, we could add the filter varieties. On the left we have some results from the Agris database, and we can select one of those results to see the entire reference. For instance, let's click on this record. We reach a page that we call a mashup page. This page contains both the metadata about the article available in the Agris database and also related information automatically extracted from other web sources. In particular, on the left there is the information about the bibliographic record in Agris. We have a title, a date of publication, some authors, an abstract, some keywords, and the journal where this article comes from. On the right side, there is the information that the system extracts on the fly from preselected and trusted sources of information available on the web. Thanks to AgroVoc and LOD technologies, we are sure that the automatically extracted content is semantically related to the Agris record. As you can see, there are distribution maps, statistics about countries, and there are also collected missions supported by Bioversity International, which is an important piece of information really valuable for people working on genetics and passport data. Users have everything in one page. They don't need to search Google many times. In such a way, using linked open data technologies, we are able to interlink to open data repositories exposed on the web via Sparkle endpoint or a web service. And in this way, 7.7 million bibliographic references become 7.7 million mashup pages. In the next future, Agris will become a web portal where users can register and customize the interface, with the possibility to choose also the external sources of information that they want to be available in their personal web page. This is an example about how the mashup page works. In this situation, we are querying the IFPRI Sparkle endpoint, where IFPRI is the International Food Policy Research Institute, in order to retrieve the Global Hunger Index and the child mortality rate related to a country. In particular, a user queries the system, Agris. An Agris record comes with some AgroVoc keywords. At least one of these Agrovoc keywords is a country name. In this way, we are able to query the IFPRI Sparkle endpoint using Agrovoc to retrieve the information that we need, and the application is able to build the box about the country with the information about the global hunger index and the child mortality rate. In the video you can now see how we use Agrovoc as a backbone of this process of interlinking Agris records to external sources of information. We start from an Agris RDF record which contains many URIs, for instance the URI of the journal where the record comes from, or the URI of the data provider who created the record itself. And then, thanks to Agrovoc, since Agris records are enhanced by the usage of the Agrovoc thesaurus, thanks to Agrovoc we can use Agrovoc formal alignments to other thesauri, or the information about scientific names included in the Agrovoc thesaurus to query external Sparkle endpoints or web services and to build the widgets that you will see in the mashup page. If you want to know more about Agris and how it uses linked open data technologies, you can access some papers that we published about Agris. And that's all.